Welcome to another edition of Question and Answer with a Criminal Defense Attorney. I'm Mark Solomon, Criminal Defense Attorney in Aurora, Colorado, and the entire Denver metropolitan area. And today's question is about the Victims' Right Act. So, the Colorado Victims' Right Act, VRA. What does it mean when a judge keeps asking to the DA, are you VRA compliant, or Victims' Bill of Rights, VBR? Sometimes they use these terms interchangeably. VRA or VBR compliance is where the district attorney gets to reassure the court that what they're doing in the case at a critical point has been run by the victim, so that the district attorney and their victims coordinators, specialists, can ensure that the victim in the case has their position being represented to the court. Do they object or not to a continuance or a plea agreement or a sentencing or whatever? They have a right to be present, and about 26, 27 actually, other rights, which we're going to go over one or two of them. But basically, the Victims' Right Act is so that the court knows that the victim's interests are at least being voiced and can be addressed or at least incorporated into what the court does. So let's take a look at the statute. So this statute is literally 4.1.302.5. The rights afforded to victims. And, this is an 8-page long statute. And if you look at this particular part of it, you see here at the bottom where it says the right to be heard at any proceeding. And then it goes through all of these rights A, B, C, D, E, F, all the way here on page 4, page 5, 6, 7. Here we go. Page 7, we're up to double A. So it goes all the way through the alphabet down to double X. And basically that just means that whoever's the victim in the case has a right to be heard. And the judge will enforce that. And so when we make motions to change bond, in a case where there's a victim and a protection order, the judge will always want that bond to be run by the victim, because the victim has a right to have their position heard. In other words, does the victim object to being to having GPS removed? Does the victim object to the amount of bond? All of these things get addressed by the court. So when the judge says, "Are you VRA compliant?" to the district attorney, that's what they mean. So if you would like your own question answered, you can submit it. Email it to me at mark@solomonesq.com, or you can use Twitter @SolomonESQ. And as always, you have a right to remain silent. If a police officer asks you about what you know, where you've been, what you have a right to say, "I don't want to answer your questions, and I want a lawyer." So use that when you can, and until then, have a good day.